G'day. In this video, we're going to show you how to add mixed numbers. So the one that we're going to do first is 2.5 plus 3 5/6. Now, the first thing I strongly recommend is do not convert them to improper fractions. And the reason for that is the numbers can get really big really quickly. So in the end, it can be a lot harder converting them to improper fractions, adding those, and then having to simplify. So what we're going to do is we're going to basically convert the fractions. We're going to convert the fractions so they have a common denominator like we normally do. We'll add the fractions separately. We'll add the whole numbers separately, and then we'll simplify at the end if we need to. Okay, so let's go ahead and I'll show you how we're going to do this. Okay, first off, my denominators are 2 and 6. So I have to change each of these mixed numbers to a common denominator. So I'll go ahead and write down all the things I copy. Now, the lowest common multiple of 2 and 6, well, 2 times 3 is 6, and 6 times 1 is 6. So 6 is the smallest common denominator of both. As usual, we multiply top and bottom of the fraction by the same number. So 1/2 becomes 3 on 6. And of course, that already is a denominator of 6, so I can just copy down the 5. So step 1, get a common denominator. Step 2, convert the fractions to the same denominator. Okay, the next step is we're going to add the 2 plus the 3, which gives us the whole number 5. We're going to add the 2 fractions, which gives us 3 plus 5 is 8 on 6. Okay, it's not quite finished because 8 on 6 is bigger than 1. So what we have to do is borrow 6/6 from that. So 6/6 is just equal to 1 whole. So if I turn 6/6 into 1 whole, that becomes a 6. In fact, I'll do it up here. I can say I'm going to take 6/6 away from that, leaving 2/6, and that makes one more whole, which makes it 6. So now I have 6 and 2 on 6, and last step, 2 on 6, I can divide top and bottom by the same number, which is 2, and my final answer is 6 1/3. Okay, I'd like you to try the one on the right. So again, start by getting a common denominator, change the 2 fractions, and so on. Okay, so pause the video now. You have a go at doing the second question, and when you're finished, restart the video, and you can just check to see if you've got it correct. Okay, away you go. Okay, welcome back. So hopefully you had a pretty successful attempt at that, but let's see how you went. So doing the same as last time, I copy down everything that doesn't change. Now my denominators are 5 and 4. The smallest number that's a multiple of both 5 and 4 is 20. So you do need to know your multiples pretty well. And this one is 5 multiplied by 4. 2 is also multiplied by 4. That gives me 8 on 20. And the second fraction, multiply by 5, multiply by 5, and that gives me 15 on 20. Okay, now that the denominators are the same, we can add. 3 plus 2 is 5, and 8 plus 15 is 23. So it's 5 and 23/20. I might just use a different color. Okay, that is an improper fraction. So that becomes 1 3/20. So therefore, I can cross that out, add an extra 1 to that, and I've got 3/20 left there. And therefore, my final answer is 6 3/20. Okay, so that's how we add mixed numbers. Again, the most important thing is don't convert them to improper fractions. It can be much, much harder.